Today's chat is for grandparents who look after their little ones a couple of days a week. I want to talk to you about a stress response called fawning. It's spelled Fawning. Fawning is where our children, often social introverts, may present really well in kindergarten or in childcare, saying hello to everyone, being the best behavior all day. This fawning response is because often when we're introverted, or we might be what Billy Jarvie calls an orchid type personality, we might be a bit more sensitive in a social environment. So in a social environment, we might not feel as confident to be ourselves, our true, authentic self. We might not be as confident to tell a friend, hey, that was my turn, or hey, you snatched my toy. And so when we come to nanny or grandma or grandpa time, we may have these behaviors that you just don't expect to see. They might be saying, no, make me, I don't want to. We call these stressed fight responses. They might be really shy and a little bit sheepish and nervous and shy away from you when they've had a busy day at kinder or childcare the day before. That's called a flight response. It's really important that you know that the reason why they're showing you their authentic self on a day after a busy, tired, stressful day at kinder is because they feel safe enough to be themselves around you. I spoke to a beautiful mum and grandma last night at a parent event, and it was just beautiful to work with both of them in realizing that their little one may be what we call an orchid temperament. For more information, check out Dr. Billy Jarvie. He's amazing at explaining it. Orchids need a little bit more support and confidence building and nurturing. Dandelions are a little bit more robust. You can grow a dandelion anywhere. So it's really important that we see the personality of our children. We know the possibility of that they're fawning at kindergarten, so they may be on their best behavior, quote unquote. But you may also find that when they come into the home for you or as at pickup, you find this completely different personality child. It's really common. One of my daughters is an introverted personality, and we had this a lot at kindergarten. So 4 things I really want you to encourage. And you know that your child is either coming home really heightened and stressed from a social day at daycare. I want you to make sure that we have these resources ready to go. So I'd love for you to arrive with bubbles. These bubbles can go in your pocket, in your handbag, and we just want on the way back to the car or on the way at grandma's the next day, we want to do lots of bubble blowing. What we're going to do is we're going to reduce the stress in their nervous system, and it starts with tapping into our vagus nerve, which is all about bubbles. I want you to make games where we make sing snake sounds. Don't be worried, this isn't a real snake. But whether we search out in the garden, we go on a hunt for toy. I don't tend to look for snakes in the garden just in case, but snails is another fun one. So look in the garden for snails, and when we find snails, we make the sound. Or you might like to plant sunflowers in the garden, and when we find a sunflower, we make the sound. Another strategy is a buzzing bee. When we make the buzz sound, it creates vibration in our mouth, which is fantastic for soothing our body. So if you can make games with buzzing bees, there's beautiful songs that are made all about buzzing bees. I really encourage you to make the buzz sound when we're trying to just reduce our stress levels. A game changer for my family has been, it's called a T-wand. It's actually a facial massager. I don't use it for that. When you turn it on, it vibrates, and it's just really calming and soothing for children. They might like to rub their jaw with it, under their chin, under their eyes. It makes a nice vibrating feeling. That's going to provide their nervous system with a sensation called proprioception. It feels really nice and cozy, and just encourage children to, they can put it on their neck or their ear area. We're stimulating the vagus nerve, so they will find this often really comforting. Not for little ones who will chew on it though. If you do find children like to chew on everything, we have in therapy used an electric toothbrush for a similar strategy, but an electric toothbrush is a lot safer to stimulate our mouth than this. I also put masking tape around lots of my resources, because if you have children, and this could be around the bubble wand as well, but children who are often picking at their skin or their nails if we put masking tape around, when they come to your house and they're just having a nice relax, sometimes it feels really soothing to pick the masking tape off of the wand or off of the bubbles. What we're trying to do is when they come to you first thing after a busy day of kinder, is we're going to give them a really beautiful space to just be their authentic self, to just be able to reduce their stress in their nervous system. Please know that it's a positive sign if children are being their true authentic self around you. It's not quote unquote naughty behavior. It's that they have had a really big day the day before in a social environment and they just need you to comfort them, snuggle them, and unwind them. Similar to us, if we've had a big party the day before, it's really overwhelming sometimes to have the next day back that up with a big party again. So hopefully you have some tips there for you. I want to really thank you for being a part of my online and my live community. You are very welcome to share this as far and wide as you need, because the more families we can support, the better. So hang in there and take care. I'll be online again soon.